Hi everybody, it's Danielle from Inspire Me to DIY, and today I have my daughter with me. She had to go around and hit the start button because we have it so far up so you can see both of us that I couldn't reach it. So when it's time to end the video, one of us is going to have to run around and shut it off. But today we're going to make an Easter project. If you have seen my project from a couple of weeks ago when I did the flower pot, these are going to kind of match that. They're going to be another part of the centerpiece on my table. I am going to have 3 of these on my table, and I'm seriously thinking of doing pink flowers in there. I don't know if I'm going to do impatiens or what I'm going to do, but they'll be live flowers. I'm going to pot them just before Easter so I don't kill them. And then my guests will be able to take this home as a parting gift with flowers in it already. But what we're making today, and I'm using the same blue and white napkins, as we are doing Easter eggs. We're going to cover them with the napkin, and then they're going to go on like little stands like this. So, and there's going to be greenery around them too. So let's hope for the best. So, I bought these at Hobby Lobby, and I think they were like $3 a piece. I don't really remember, but I also got the candle holders at Hobby Lobby, and I have 2 different sizes. This one was 15 and this one was 17, but I didn't get them during the time when everything was on sale. You know how Hobby Lobby this week will have wall decor, and then this week will have table decor on sale. Unfortunately, I didn't get this at that time. So I paid full price, but I still think they're beautiful. They kind of have like a whitewash finish on them, and they're wood with a little metal top. I was going to take the metal top off, but I think it's going to work just fine. And if the hot glue doesn't stick to it, I have somewhere around here, I have, who knows, a tube of Gorilla Glue. You see it? Oh, like right here. A tube of Gorilla Glue. So I have my hot glue gun going, and we're going to work on that. But I already pulled my napkins apart. I don't know if you had seen the video when I did the flower pots, but all the napkins that you buy are usually 3-ply. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't turn my do not disturb on. There it is. They come 3-ply, and you have to take the 2 back plies off. Not an easy thing to do, and I usually do it off camera, but I want to show you how you do it. For me, I'm not good at just like trying to get these to come apart. So I take 2 pieces of tape, and sometimes it'll only take 1 layer at a time, but I'll put one going up like this, and then the other piece of tape is going to go across like this. One sticking to the front and one sticking to the back. And then I pull them apart and watch it. Probably won't work on camera. Nope. Boogers. Let's see if I can get it at least started. There we go. And oh, wow, I got lucky. It's pulling both of these layers off instead of one at a time. But that's how you get it started. And then very carefully, because this is tissue paper and it will rip, is you tear these apart. And then with this design, since it's so busy, I had to cut the little flower pieces apart so they would line up a little better and not wrinkle so much, since we're going on a curved surface. If we were doing this on a flat surface, it wouldn't be so difficult. Let me pull the rest of this apart so you can see. And I am just amazed that it did both of the back layers at once. Because when I did the rest of these this morning, it did not. And you don't want to see me cry. It's just me. And then I take these back pieces, I don't throw them away. I use them to clean my brushes when I'm painting, or we might need it today to wipe off some of the Mod Podge that we're going to use. And the reason, or the way you know that you got both layers off the back, is that you'll be able to see your print really good on the back side as well as the front. If it's a little cloudy, you know you got 1 more layer to go, but I got both layers at once. Bonus. and I stuck one, it snagged one of my little ones. Okay, I'm going to pull that tape off. Now with the napkins that I'm using, they have a border on them, and the flowers, they kind of go off the edge of the border. I don't want those. I don't want half pictures. So I cut around those, and then I cut out the designs of all the different ones. It was a little time consuming. You can buy napkins, and I didn't bring them out. I have blue and white napkins that have a more defined pattern each piece, and they were a lot easier to cut out. But I wanted these to match my flower pot, so that's why I used these again. I have already got our pieces cut out for both of us. We each have our own little pile. Some are big, some are little. So I would start off with the little ones just because it's easier to get used to putting them on, because they will wrinkle. And if you're really, really gentle with it, if it wrinkles, you can usually pull up a piece, straighten it out, and put it back down. We're going to use Mod Podge. I have two kinds here. This is the Gloss Luster, and this is the Dishwasher Safe. They're pretty close in formula, so we're each going to use one. I like the High Gloss because if I do decide to put these out on my lanai, it's not going to hurt anything. And with the humidity here, you just don't know, especially because this is paper mache. Now, they started out looking like this, like a brown paper bag. This is a smaller one, but I painted ours white, and I did use a high gloss paint just because I still wanted it to be protected from weather. And the gloss will put more of a finish on it to protect it, and these will still stick pretty good. I have a whole container of these, so go ahead and pick one out. I would pick out, some of them are really stiff, a flat brush, not a round brush, because they're easier to put your glue on with. These are my old oil brushes that don't work really good for oils anymore, so I have them for glue and whatnot. And then you have a glass of water to put them in when you're done. Because if you don't put your brush in water when you're finished with it, you might as well throw it away, because that's pure glue, and once it's dry, it's dry. Okay, so what you're gonna do, once you have your egg all painted up nice, we're gonna Mod Podge these first, and then we'll do the flowers, so this has a chance to dry. I never introduced my daughter. This is Melissa. She's the baby of the family, so she's here visiting today for a couple of days on vacation. So I'm pretty stoked. As a mom, you don't get your kids by themselves very often once they're adults, so this is kind of a special deal. All right, so what I do is I just dip right from my jar, because I'm not going to contaminate it with paint or anything like that, so it's not a problem. A lot of people want to take it and pour it onto a plate and then do it, but I think you waste more doing that. So you're just gonna, and it's hard because it's white on white paint, but you're going to just brush some on there however you want, and then you're going to take your first piece and place it on top as flat as you can get it, and then you're just going to very gently, see, I already got a wrinkle, but it's not a lot of times the wrinkles will lay right down flat. If it's a really big wrinkle, it will not. But my mom used to say, you have to hold your mouth just right. My friend Lori says, hi, Melissa.
Hi.
We have the camera so far apart so you can get both of us on that my old eyes are like, what does that say? So I have my first piece on.
You go all the way over at the top?
Yes, you just coat it completely. And here is my first piece. And you see that if you saw it up real close, there's a couple of wrinkles in there, but they've laid down. So I'm not going to pull it apart and try to zhuzh it. When I get the really big ones, yeah, then I'm gonna try to mess with it. Now, my style, I like to place things around each other, not overlapping each other. but she's got a whimsical, totally different style than me, so I'm pretty excited to see how hers turns out. We're doing the same thing, but it'll probably be 2 totally different looks, which is kind of cool. So if you are having Easter at your house and you want to do something really cool with your table, I know a lot of people, I grew up, when we had dinners at our house, it was paper plates, and it was just nothing fancy, but I like fancy, and I think that's cool. Hey Rick, how's it going? Rick and I went to school together, but he's much, much older than me. What, 2 years? Way, way, way older than me. Okay, so let me get this on here. Good. This piece, along with this piece, I just joined it together so it looked like it was flowing right out of the other one. I did not overlap them. Oh, what I was saying is when we had dinners at our house growing up, it was nothing fancy. It wasn't paper plates, it was the styrofoam plates, which I know, horrible for the universe. And we were just killing it as we went along. Had no idea. But we had those, and the styrofoam cups, and you just threw everything away. Well, I like a fancy table. We don't have a big group that comes for holidays, so it's easier to do a fancy table. Now, if I had like 30 people coming, yeah, not doing that. Some of the pieces are really large and some of them are small, so whatever you're most comfortable working with. And if you have a piece that is really big and you like it and you want to cut it down, go ahead. These little scissors are better for that than the bigger ones because it's tissue paper. Oh my God, I do that all the time. That is so funny. What I hate is when I am painting a commission piece and I've got all the paint down and I drop my paintbrush on it. Oh! It's like, now, so you spend the rest of the time going, okay, now how am I going to fix this? Yeah. I never do it on things that are for me, but if it's a commission piece, all the time. Okay, so this one doesn't want to lay down. Maybe I don't have enough glue. We have 2 other couples that join us for meals for holiday dinners. So it's the 6 of us, and I can do fancy things on my table, which is nice. You know what? I have to take this whole piece off because it just tore right in half. Okay. I have cut 4 napkins up for the both of us to do this project. So you can see that it doesn't take a lot of napkins. I think there was 20 in the pack. And somebody told me today on Facebook, which is, I never knew this, but they have a napkin group because they all like to do the decoupage. And on this group, they put their napkins out and they trade with each other. So I have this napkin, but I've done everything.
Swap.
Yeah, I know. So it's like a co-op napkin swap. But I have to look up again to see what she said the name of her group was, but I thought, genius. Because I have stacks of napkins for every holiday, just because when I'm shopping, I'm like, oh, that'll make a good project, or oh, I like that. So I buy it, and then I wind up with all of these. Oh, Melissa, I'm having issues over here. There we go.
Roll with it.
Roll. No, I can't say roll tide. Yeah, I don't know how many people out there are not Alabama fans. So if I say that, I don't care one way or the other about Alabama football. Okay, so I think I'm going to cover most of mine. I don't know if I'm going to cover the underside. Ooh, that's pretty. That looks good.
I'm going for wrinkles.
You going for the wrinkled look? I love it. And don't worry about if it looks cloudy with the Mod Podge, because it will dry clear, which is another thing I really like about Mod Podge. And it's difficult when you paint something white and you're doing a white napkin over it. But if you paint it any other color, that's the color that's going to be on the base of this. Hey, Karen, my daughter's beautiful.
Yes.
She is inside and out. She's got a great spirit too. Sweet, sweet girl. Okay. I gotta tell you, this is the first time I've done a live video with anybody else. So this is awesome. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get both of us in the same shot. Hey, Steve. No, I cannot deny her. We kind of look alike. Smile. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about getting your fingers in it. As long as it doesn't tear the paper that's on there, it does not leave finger marks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's bonus. Okay. I can't wait to see how my table's going to look with everything that I've done. I bought napkin rings this year. I know last year I made the cute bunny ones out of toilet paper tubes and fabric, and they turned out so cute. But this year I'm going for more of the blue and white and silver. So I bought, oh, they're way over there. I bought these old candlesticks, silver candlesticks from Goodwill, and I'm going to buy another tube of that Rub and Buff. Did you see the picture frames I did with the gold Rub and Buff? I am totally sold. I want to Rub and Buff the whole house. It's just so cool. So I'm going to get some silver to see if I can do these silver candlesticks, because some of the silver plating has come off. So I'm hoping to make them look a little better. But my napkin rings and my little place card holder things are all bunnies, but they're the silver pewter looking ones. And I bought them from Pottery Barn, but I had gift cards from my birthday. So I did not pay, well, I did pay full price, but not with my money. So Pottery Barn has the most beautiful stuff, but never at the price I want to pay. I have a cough drop in my mouth, so if I sound a little funky, it's still, I have, I think, what everybody else has around here. You get a bronchitis or a chest cold or something, like whatever you want to name it, and then you get the cough for 3 weeks. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm fine. I just have that lousy cough. Ooh, you're going fast with this. It looks great.
Thank you.
Now the flowers that that I bought to put under, I'm going to put flowers around on here, and then our egg's going to go on top. I got at Michael's because they were having like 40% off all their flowers. And I'll show you in a bit what I got, but doesn't take very much, because you disassemble the stems and take the flowers and all the leaves off, and then you add them separately. So a little goes a long way. I thought I had bought enough, and I actually bought enough for 4 of these eggs. So now I have, since I'm going to put them around the base and I'll have extra, I'm going to put those same flowers somewhere else on my table so it ties it in all together. So they're not going to go, unused. I use everything. My poor husband, he works from home, and his office is 90% my craft stuff. So it's like, I'm so glad that he is patient with it. I think he has just enough room for his desk. Everything else is all my garbage. And usually in January, I go through everything and sort and purge, and I just have not done that this year yet. So that might be a spring clean thing instead of a January. Okay, this is what I got so far. Mine's coming down the side a little bit. I don't know if I want it all down the side or if I just want sporadic, kind of like I did with this. Some of it went up and over the edge, and then some of it did not. So you can see it's pretty cool. Coffee break. Best part of crafting is coffee and snacks. Gotta have it. When I do girls crafting day here, I think we have more food than we have craft stuff. Everybody brings stuff, and then we just load up. Okay, I have a couple more spots I want to fill. Gotta do it just right so that, well, because I don't want to overlap mine, but you can if you want. I'm just trying to line up my stems so they look like they're growing from each other. It's been pretty nice here. Yesterday it was crazy windy. We were going to go on a dolphin cruise and couldn't because they weren't running. It was just so windy. And today it's beautiful. It said it was supposed to be in the 60s, but I think it's already 70. Nice. And the sun is shining, so it's pretty. And the wind has died down. Thank the Lord. That was terrible. One of the things that we have in common is our love for nature and our love for big thunderstorms. I've always been a crazy nut for thunderstorms, and she is too. And we got to go out to the beach over in Tarpon Springs and watch this huge storm come in. And we had our feet in the water, and it was like freezing, but we had our feet in the water and watching the storm come in, and it was just so great. And then it started raining sideways into our ears, and we had to run back to the car. But it was great. Okay, I think I am about done with mine. How close are you? Oh, look at yours. No. Take your time. Take your time. We hang out with friends. Drink coffee. Talk about people. No kidding. Yeah, my Easter table is kind of unfolding. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go next, but I know I want these on my table. I want my flower pots on the table. I bought napkins, cloth napkins, excuse me, that are blue and white, not quite this design, but close. And I even bought a dress that's blue and white. So I'm going to match the table. One thing else that I bought, what do I want to say? Another thing that I bought was blue velvet ribbon. And I think we're going to zhuzh these up a little bit with our blue velvet ribbon. I want to tie around and put a bow on it. And y'all know how I am bow tying. It ain't good. One time I tied bows so bad that I just kind of set them off to the side, and I had one that was really nice that I did like the day before, and I just pulled that over and said, hey,
this'll do.
I can't do it. I know there's certain things, macrame, bow tying, I just can't do those things. I don't know why. It's no matter how hard I try, I can't get it right. I think mine was quicker because I'm really spacing them out. I like yours.
Yeah, I'm overlapping. wrinkling.
Yeah. See, you have much freer brain than I have. Because I would like freak out if I had wrinkles, but the way
I'm putting them there.
you are, and it looks antiqued. Like it's older.
Antiqued. That's what this is.
That's what it is. I don't have a name for mine.
Perfect and beautiful.
Perfect. It is perfect and beautiful. Yeah, you're right. I always have, although see, I have this hole here, and it's driving me just a little crazy.
Yeah, put something
See
in
that
there.
hole right there? And I'm like, but see, then I have it over here too. Okay. Okay, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm going to put more over here. When you paint your egg, make sure that the paint is good and dry. Like, even if it feels like it's dry, it might not be, because when you put your Mod Podge on it, it might pull the paint, some of the paint off, and then you'll get that brown paper underneath. So make sure when you paint, and that's why I use the gloss, because it won't stick and pull off, but it will adhere. All right, a couple more spots. All right. Hey Rick, if you're still there, what's the what kind of weather are you getting in Texas right now? I haven't really paid much of attention. We've been off running the roads. But I know how it was on our side of the Gulf. I don't know how it was on your side of the Gulf. Okay, I am going to I have a cup of water here, and I'm just going to set that on there for a minute to let it get some of those wrinkles down. There. I'm going to put my brush in your water.
Works for me.
It does, and I can put rest of my egg to let it dry. Getting some of the glue off of me. Now, a lot of times, and I'll do this later, once everything dries, I am going to go over it with a whole nother coat of the dishwasher safe, just to be extra sure that everything is sealed. I heard the garage door, so John must be home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I cut a whole bunch of these, so if you need more, I got like a whole pile left, but I'm sure I can find another project to use those with. Okay, the flowers that I bought these and these. I liked them for the different leaves and the fact that they're blue, so they kind of go with the egg and they look, I think, really pretty. But what you need to do is tear all these stems apart. And there, trust me, there's a lot. And I paid, this one was $8 and 40% off. And then this one was only $2.99 and 40% off. So I didn't pay a lot. And those two stems is exact what we had, was two stems. I tore everything apart, and it's plenty for both of us. So what you're going to get is little pieces like this. Put it up against the white background. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. But they're little pieces. This one still had a piece of the stem on it, but can you see that? But I'm going to leave that on so I can glue it more onto my piece. And we're just going to glue it around the edges like this. And along with the longer ones, these other blue ones, see how they had the long stems? I think those will be good to like drape over the edge as much as possible. So we will be able to have that, and then put some of the leaves in there as well. So it's going to be really pretty with the egg on top. I tried to find images on Pinterest. I found a lot of them with the egg on a candle holder, but never with the greenery. So maybe we are very innovative.
Found a bird.
We have found a bird, not an egg. It was a bird, had some greenery, but then some of them had bird nests, which that would be really cute. My friend Helen, she absolutely loves white birds. And she has a little business where she sells things that she's made, and I think it's just called White Bird. Or it's White Bird something, I don't know. But really, really neat.
Crunchy.
Is it crunchy?
It's gotta be.
Hey? It's really pretty.
Thank you.
So, yeah, if I would have tried that, I would have like, oh, I hate this. But that's really pretty.
You like it because I did it.
That's right. I'm your mom. Put your name on it. I'll stick it on the refrigerator. Although, I'm how old and I still have artwork on the refrigerator from children. So, not my own children anymore, but from children. I always tell them I'm going to take it home and put it on my refrigerator. Then I take a picture of it on the refrigerator and then I show them that it's there.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'll always have one of those refrigerators that's all junked up with stuff. It just is what it is. I love beautiful home decor, but my refrigerator, it's another story. It's an art gallery.
Yes.
I love blue and white. I just think that I don't know if it's because it's clean and crisp or what it is, but I do love blue and white. I'm going to try one of the pieces of greenery with the hot glue just to see if it works. Huh. This is one of those crafts that I didn't do ahead of time like I normally do to make sure that it works. I also have these silicone things, and these are for pouring resin and working with resin, but I use them to work with hot glue because it's hot. And I can't find my little silicone fingers anymore, and I have to go back to Dollar Tree and get more. But I don't have any right now. Okay, so I'm just going to put a big old... And my glue gun is having issues. I need to get a new one. I just haven't done it yet. I've been looking at different glue guns, and man, some of them are outrageously priced, but then I look at the reviews and the reviews aren't good, so it's like, okay, never mind. They have one that looks like a power drill. It's got the battery and everything at the bottom. $80, and it's a glue gun. I'm like, that's great, but, and you know, there's people use glue guns for all sorts of things, so if you use it in an industry or something like that, I get that, but I don't use it that way. Okay, so I'm just gonna plunk a whole bunch of stuff in here just to see how it looks. On that metal, that glue dries like super fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some of these long skinny leaves too, and they come in a set of 3, but I might cut them apart just to see if I can get them to lay better. Who knows? I'll cut one off. Is that glue set up already? It is. Oh my goodness. It's got to be that metal. Because it's just like, boom, set up. And I don't really have a right or wrong way with this. I'm just throwing a bunch in. You're going to get a whole lot of these glue strings. I hate them because they feel like spider webs. Ugh. But we'll always wait till everything dries, and then we can pull all the glue strings off. Huh, I kind of like that. It's not bad. Not a bad start. Hi, Diane. Yes, I know. The blue and white just seems so clean and crisp. I don't know. You know, I try to imagine what if it was green and white or red and white. But I think the blue and white is just stunning. And maybe because it reminds me of those Ming vases. I don't think you can call it a vase when it's like $100,000 vase. But the Ming from the Ming Dynasty in China where everything's blue and white. So pretty. Excuse me, I'm going to get another cough drop.
Yeah, I'm done.
Ooh.
This last piece.
See, now, if I would have done it that way and put wrinkles in it on purpose, I wouldn't have been so stressed out. I was crazy stressed out going, I got another wrinkle, take it off. Excuse me.
Mush it down in there.
Yeah. I remember we used to, when we would decoupage with old book pages or pages from a hymnal that had fallen apart, we would always take them and smash them all up as tight as we could and then spread them out and decoupage them so they had all the wrinkles. So that's kind of like the same thing. All right.
There's glue on the bottom, but
Here, you want to set yours on here and mine should be brighter. Okay. All right, so let's just set that over here. While that's drying, let's do some gluing. And all I did was throw a whole bunch in the center or off to the side and just started sticking my flowers in there. Yeah, and all your flowers are over there. One thing is I only have the one glue gun, so I'll have to share. Soak the brushes. I have paper towels too if you need them.
okay.
I even brought a fan just in case we got warm, but I think it'll blow all these all over the place. All right, get some more cord here. And we'll just put the glue gun that way so then we can both reach it. And then, yeah, use one of these to push it down with. Yeah, when you put your flowers in. And if you need more glue on top. I think, you know, no matter what you do, it's going to be good because this is going to sit on top.
Mm.
Put some over here. And you're probably going to wind up using a whole lot of glue on this project because it just, it's going to call for it. Some projects you only need a little tiny bit. This is not one of those. I need more of these little guys on there. I think it'll look better. Okay. Oh, got my hand dangerously close. I was just looking for blue flowers. You know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I could have done like all different color.
Yeah.
Try to keep your center as free as possible so your egg will fit. And you know me, I'm going to strategically place so it all looks uniform. Because I'm sick like that. It's a sickness. Everything has to be lined up in uniform. I need to be more of a free thinker when it comes to this. What it is. Last of my long flowers. I might pull some more of these. Do you need more of these? Because you didn't get many. Okay. All right. Stick. I'm glad I got extras of these then. And they just pull right off the stems. So it's not a big deal. And that way we don't have to try to scrimp on the blue flowers. These leaves are different too.
Yeah, those are different flowers.
Oh, I love it. They are different flowers. I thought I had the same. Okay. Happy accident. I like these leaves too. Look how long they are.
Yeah, I like them.
Okay. I'm going to put these in interspersed throughout. I wondered because they pulled off different. They weren't as long as those other flowers. I'm like, okay.
And we're using these too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't come with many of the long leaves, but they got some in there. Push this down in there a little bit. There you go. You have to have another glue stick pushing the glue stick that's in there. Otherwise they don't go. Put some leaves in there. Ugh. And those leaves over here. Hey, John. He says we look cute together. Thank you. We'd be crafting up in here. You know what? I want more of these. I haven't used many of these little blue ones. Oh gosh, you're so cute.
My egg's gonna be floating on flowers.
Is that like walking on sunshine?
Kinda.
Get in there. Yeah, I wonder how that Gorilla Glue would work on this. Probably really good because it's supposed to be for metal and wood and all that. I like using hot glue, but I don't like the burns I get from it because I'm usually getting a burn from one. All right, so now it's just, I have no rhyme or reason as to how I'm putting these flowers on here. Is it enough? Do I need more?
Always need more, in my opinion.
Always need more. There's never, oh, sorry, never enough. Here you go. Okay, I think I'm going to stop right here. I only have one that hangs out, but that's okay. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. So if I put this,
I like that.
I love that. Oh my gosh, guys, look. So pretty. All right, now if I can just get a ton of glue in there. A ton. Whoa. It blew up on me. And then I'm just going to hold that straight up until it thinks it's done. And then I can still see that I can put flowers around. It still has some areas. "45 minutes, not bad. And then I want to put the blue velvet ribbon on. Turn it to see. Oh. Do I need more blue flowers someplace? I like how those leaves look. Okay, the egg itself might take some time. I'm going to reach over hither. This is the blue velvet ribbon that I got. Got it from Amazon. For Christmas, I did a lot of my ornaments. You know how they come in the really cheap hook? I took most of those off and put thin velvet ribbon, black ribbon, through them and hung those up on my tree. So most of my ornaments are hung with velvet ribbon. On my mantle, I used dark green ribbon, and I used dark green ribbon on a lot of my packages under the tree. So I thought, why not carry it? Because I thought velvet ribbon was insanely expensive, and it's not. I think for this, I paid $7. It just says one roll, but I know it's like 25 yards, something like that. It doesn't say on the package, but I did get it from Amazon, and it even comes in this neat little dispenser. My other ribbons did not, but here, and it's the lighter blue. I love this with this project, and it's velvet, so I think it's just beautiful. But this is the hard part for me, so I'm going to try to put it around my egg. Does that look straight? Or does that look crooked?
Straight enough.
It's not like...
There's nothing wrong
Just
with that.
add more flowers.
Yeah.
That's right. You know what? I'm going to put a few more flowers right here so it looks straighter. Let go. Stick it in there. And see, if yours doesn't come out perfectly straight, there's always a way to fix it. Stay. The flowers don't want to stay. There we go. Okay. I'm going to tie right around here, and then I'm probably going to make a different bow off to the side and hot glue that on. So it looks... Because I don't think I could tie this around and do a bow. That's asking an awful lot of me. Especially because I'm horrible with bows. So I'm just going to tie it. Maybe I'll tie a knot. But I want to try to keep both velvet pieces facing out. So... And that's the thing with velvet ribbon, it's only velvet on one side. So I just tied my little knot right there, and then I'm going to put a bow. Oh, that looks kind of cute like that.
Yeah, that's cute.
I'm going to put a bow on top of it just to see how that looks. And I don't know why with me and bows, we just don't, especially when they're single-faced like this. It doesn't have the velvet on both sides.
Doesn't reach.
You got enough glue? You might need to like pile glue.
Yeah, it's not even touching it.
Okay. Yep, pile a whole bunch on. Nope, see, I gotta start over. I see these women making bows on live videos, and they're gorgeous, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And some of them use that bow maker, but some of them don't. And it's just not a skill that I acquire.
Wow, that's a lot. I'm just going to have to hold it for a while, right?
Smush it down. I had to hold mine for a little bit, and I didn't have the flowers that you have. I like yours better.
Is it smushing enough? We might have to use Gorilla Glue. Maybe if you put enough hot glue on there to make it, to build it up, and then glue that on top of that. I made a bow.
It's nice.
It is. It turned out okay. And it was only 2 tries. Let's see if I make it a little smaller. Okay.
Oh my gosh, look, it's just,
Okay. Oh, you know what? Just
it's goopy still, but it's...
hold it that way. There you go. All right, I'm going to trim the ends of my bow just to make it, give them a little angle. We'll see how, like, well, maybe not. Come on. How's it doing?
If I did this again, I might glue the egg first.
Okay. And then put the flowers around it?
Mm-hmm.
You think that might have worked a little better?
Maybe, I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Oh, it's stuck now.
Yay! Armageddon can happen and that egg's going nowhere. That's what I say when I put a hair product in and it actually works. You can tell we were at the beach yesterday, so we both have some hair going. But back in the day, before all the good products, you would have to like totally starch your hair to where it's not going to move. And I always said Armageddon could hit and my hair would still look great. I don't know if I want to put that on top of that knot. Think it's too much?
Right on the other side. Or on the egg. For googly eyes and give them a time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try. See, and we did 2 eggs, and this is only the 3rd glue stick I'm putting in, so that's not bad. I went to a garage sale one time, and I guess the lady had passed away, and the guy was selling all her craft stuff, and I got a box of glue sticks that took me literally 5 years to go through, but it was like, every time I get low on glue sticks, I think of that sale that and I think I paid like maybe $2.50 for it, $2.50. The guy seriously didn't know what he had in craft supplies. Okay, I got a little glue on the ribbon. Hopefully I can camouflage that. So here's mine. I love that. I think that looks really good. Let me see yours. Oh, okay, never mind. I like yours better. It's got way more. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. Look at this, guys. Is that not pretty? Those blue flowers are like the best. I know. Did you love glue strings? Not. Oh,
My egg.
I love it. You want ribbon on yours?
Sure.
There you go. Have fun. I don't know. I think velvet ribbon just gives everything just a little touch of elegance. Oh, I found more flowers that I didn't know I had. That one used to go like right in there. Putting all that velvet ribbon on my Christmas stuff just really took it up a notch. I hate the cheap metal hooks that you get in a package of like 500 because they rust. Like up in the attic, they rust, and then you bring them back down and it's like gross. But I think the velvet ribbon is really, we'll see next year when I pull everything out, but I think it's really an upgrade. Makes everything look just a little more posh. Okay, I'm going to put that in that same spot. I see what you mean though about putting the egg in first because I can tuck all this around it. Ooh. You have yours at the bottom. I like that. Okay, I think I used all my flowers except for these here. And then I still have this whole bunch, so maybe I'll put them in, like, separate them into two and put them in little vases in between. I have different plates, different varying heights of plates that I have made by taking a candle holder and gluing it to a plate. Isn't that pretty? So I have all different heights that I have that I'm going to put on the center of my table with the flower pots. So they'll be at 3 different heights. And then I'll have these in between. So those, I think they'll look really, really pretty together. Yup. I got to trim, let me cut this for a minute. These little pieces. Hopefully we're going to go and see some manatees today. It's cold enough that the manatees like to come up to the surface and over to the edges of the water where it's a little warmer. So we're hoping to catch a glimpse of a couple of them today. That'll be fun. What you
I said
doing?
screw the bow.
We don't need no stinking bow.
Just have a nice.
Oh, a nice finished edge.
I mean,
We can put a bow there if we need
stick
to.
a bow there. I didn't cut it long enough.
I think it looks good. Are we done?
We're done.
Let's hold them up. Here's our different renditions on the same project. Mine's a little taller because that's different size candle holder, but here we go. Do you love it? If you like this project and you like to see more of my projects, hit the little follow at the top. If you're already following me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Absolutely love this job. I also have a website, Inspire Me to DIY, the number 2, inspireme2diy.com, where I have a lot of different articles on home decor. There's some crafts on there. A lot of lifestyle things that just happened in my life. I also am on YouTube and Instagram, so hopefully I will see you in one of the places. I have a private Inspire Me to DIY community group on Facebook. If you love all things home interior, go ahead and join that. We would love to see you. So hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you next week. And one of us has to run around and hit the stop button. Because I can't reach it. The little finish off at the bottom. Bye, guys.